This is Madden football on EA Sports.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Defense.
I don't know what the heck.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Ryan Suckup on for the point.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And he is going to have a Jets first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end.
Darnold.
That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Gain on the play. And it brings up.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David.
Levante David. Darnold's pass.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The big back Leonard Fournette able to push his way in from a yard out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
For the point after.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He dumps this off underneath to Gore. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Running from the gun, Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by Ndamukong Suh. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Darnold on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. On the return is Mickens. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Mickens to return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Rob Gronkowski, 42 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Down by Shaq Barrett.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
28. Jets, nothing.
45 the mic.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Complete. It's now 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded inside the 5. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading them out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
On the pickup.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means Browns 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Jones with a nice gain there on 1st down as he takes us forward and call it a pickup of 6.
He's brought down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 33.
That's another.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Taken down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Around 80. Around 80. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm coming after you. Hey, check it.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Darnold from the gun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but now it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 14.
Here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. He's been in a pretty good groove. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
Really helps your play calling because now you're in a position where you're confident in either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the second quarter. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game.
And man is Godwin. It's complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 81 yards. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on.
Ryan Suckup.
It was third and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25.
And our focus now shifts to Frank Gore. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Passer defense.
What was that?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
And Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's into the clear. The 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Buccaneers.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Nothing. Bradley Pinion.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Hooking up over the middle with Herndon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Darnold to throw again. Darnold, he lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it.
Tom Brady sacked.
He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. got to find a way to take care of it.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one.
Ryan Suckup on for the point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Corey Ballantyne on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 34.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Shaquille Barrett.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Ballantyne to return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. Maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Darnold, he lost the football.
Shaquille Barrett. Tom Brady sacked.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. He finds an opening past the 40 to Evans on the slant. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Intended for Chris Godwin.
The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
45. Mike, 45. Here we go, here we go.
Here's Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. The 40. He's at the 30, 10, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point try now for Saka. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Ballantyne to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw, Darnold. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Darnold completes it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Complete to
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now left side on the swing pass.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
63. Jets.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Back now in Tampa, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
For Tampa Bay.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
Tom Brady sacks. A fumble on the play.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. On first down, Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jones. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one, you're exactly right. Clean sweep, and boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Jets on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Now Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Tackles. 45. Mike, 45.
Again, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Darnold, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
He was taken
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Ballantyne to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Complete.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Ballantyne to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd down and 10, Darnold. He gets it left side to Johnson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Darnold on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Brady going to throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Darnold from the gun. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
At the 36.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
first down.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
One last throw now for Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
This is unbelievable.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped